In this video sponsored by the makers of Call of Dragons, we're going to check out the Tournament of Champions, which I have actually been really enjoying. This is a lot like Sunset Canyon and Rise of Kingdoms, but there's definitely a different structure to it. You fight against a broader pool of people. You only get 3 opportunities to challenge per day. We were so busy fighting, I didn't even notice this event showed up the first day, so I am like way behind from where I ought to be because I missed my 3 attacks. So this event, generally speaking, you're going to want to play every day. And how does it work? Well, first things first, you got to set a defense. And in your defense, you're going to pick 5 different hero combinations and artifacts to automatically defend against opponents' attacks. So I've got a combination here that I don't know if this is the right way to set it up or not. It could be that you want to do some stuff with Haas Kanara, but I've got infantry over here in this front spot to try to sort of cut off enemies as they, ambush, and Gorish and Skogul's just going to do a ton of counterattack damage if that plays out correctly. I've got the Madeline and Garwood in the front here, protecting my mages, protecting my Magrat, and I've got Sinfrey to sort of offer some DPS support to the Goresh. Is this the best way to run it? I'm not so sure. So let's actually go on offense to show you how this works, all right? We're going to hit challenge, and I'm going to be presented with 3 different folks I can battle at different ranks. I want to battle someone that is, for me, as high rank as possible, so that hopefully if I win, I can gain a bunch of position here. And it is really interesting to see this defensive configuration. I think this could be really powerful, where they got the Goresh and Skogul in front, and then they've got marksmen in the back over here and a mage march, and then the cavalry to sneak around. Let's hit challenge here and show you how this lines up, because it's really cool. So I don't know if I will win this. Ooh. So what's really interesting about this is that the cavalry, it shows you, are going to swing around and ambush my backline. Well, that ain't good for me. In fact, no matter where I put this backline, I'm going to have problems unless I go like that. And maybe that's the way to do it. And hope that my infantry sort of eat that march and they sort of 1-for-1 and the Goresh Skogul. I mean, this is almost just like a mirror match, right? And we're just sort of hoping for the best. Hope is not a great strategy here. It is possible that I should do some swap outs for offense to try to make something different happen. But I say we run this and just see how it goes. And it's funny. It looks like we're both using like shockingly similar artifacts. So this is going to come down to whether or not countering the cavalry with my infantry actually ends up being a play. And I may lose, and I'm okay with it. Let's watch what happens here, shall we? Here we go. Ready? Start. Okay. The Goresh and Skogul do their thing, as one would expect. And at this point, we've basically got to burn through that Goresh and Skogul march. And whoever burns through that first is going to be able to attack the backline and get big value. And it looks like it's pretty even, honestly. It's very hard to say. Both sides doing big damage. This is wild. I'm losing in the bottom. I'm losing in the bottom. Oh, because, okay, I wanted to do something cute. I forgot. I'm not actually using... Oh, no. Okay, I'm not actually using Garwood. Ooh, my Goresh charged in. That's kind of neat. I'm attacking their... I'm attacking their cavalry. This is good. Their Zeta moved up on me, though. I didn't expect it to work out this way. Well, I feel like I'm in a great spot here. I'm not going to have a lot left at the end, but this is working out. Wow. The double infantry seems really good, and the Garwood almost certainly would have been a better pick here. But Nika is going to do a lot of damage on things that get low. More of like a bruiser march. I think I would probably change that. I'm not going to lie. I think that might be cute, but not good. In fact, as soon as this ends, we got to go check the defensive formation and see what I did there. I mean, I kind of get why I would use her, because the way I've positioned it, like, okay, so class up. There are different classes, and it changes what rewards you will get at the end of the week and at the end of the season. All right, so let's hit continue here, and let's check my defense. What am I doing on defense here? Let's just double check. Am I using Garwood or Nika? Okay, what do you got? Okay, I'm using Garwood on the defense. I could see how Nika would be cool because she can do damage, and if they don't focus this lane, it's a little more punchy, you know? But I think the Garwood just, it's probably a better choice. Okay, now we go challenge again. And I don't want to hit my own alliance. I feel like that's just generally rude. So I'm going to hit refresh. And this guy's got also a Cav setup, and they aren't using a Goresh Skogul. Very interesting. I mean, this looks like a very powerful setup, and they've got single target damage on their mages here. Seems like it's just designed to melt an infantry front line, which, like, yeah, it's very powerful. Let's see how we do against this, shall we? So, God JJ has set up in a really interesting way. How do I want to swing this? I think I put the Goresh Skogul down there, and that lets me line up like really easily with the infantry up here. And I need to make that one swap out that I said I wanted to do. So we're going to switch the Garwood, and that should be good. The Goresh Skogul is going to take a lot of heat. This top lane might focus the Cav instead, which would be a huge win if it works out that way. And if not, I mean, here's hoping the Madeline and Garwood holds on. Oh, okay, let's go. Who knows? Like, in Canyon and Rise of Kingdoms, I've done this so much that I like know the different ways that things will walk and how aggro is going to work. In here, oh, yes, we're taking out the Cavs. This is big. Now, look, my Goresh Skogul is going to get really beat up. But taking out the Cavs here seems like a huge W for me. And then my Madeline Garwood are going to charge in. That's going to be really good. And I am doing some damage onto their front line. All right. So we're up a Cav March at this point, which is a win. And from here, I feel like should be a steady roll to a W. But will it be? My Goresh and Skogul are getting cooked, but so is their front line now. And I have an extra front line, and that's the extra front line I think is going to work out for me here. All right, good. And then charges in. Nice. I'm enjoying this a lot, actually. And if you want to see more videos like this, throw a like on here and consider subscribing. I could do a longer video over the course of multiple days, just evaluating different configurations and how things actually worked out versus the way it sort of looked like it would work out. But this is going to be a W for sure. I might lose this frontline unit, but I don't know that we need to play this one out all the way. So we'll hit skip. It'll take us to the results, and we got them. And I did lose my final frontline unit there. Okay. So that worked out. And I think that defensive configuration with that Cav location does not stack well into double infantry. And like double infantry, I don't know. I'm an infantry player. I'm always going to love that. Now, this is a very interesting setup. 4 DPS, I actually think is a really cool idea. And the Hosk Kanara, I have heard, is just very powerful as a concept. Instead of a tank, you just wreck them with the counterattack. So if we hit challenge here, I'm really curious kind of how this would play out. So let's see. What can we do? We can put the Goresh Skogul here and the Madeline Garwood here. And theoretically, that is going to give me some options. So I will split their DPS and focus all mine onto their Madeline. That's got to be the play, right? I feel like this looks good. I don't know how this is going to go. Do I want to switch where these are located like this? I think maybe I do. This might give me a little bit more survivability. Here's the thing that I'm a little worried about. I'm worried that both of these are actually going to get aggroed on their infantry and I'm going to lose. I think that is likely to be the outcome, but I also just really want to see if that's how it goes. And they do have AoE. They have a lot of mages. Some Cavs sneaking around their back would be kind of neat, but I think we go like this and we just see. All right. I am here to learn. Let's see how this goes. If the way the lines are drawn is the way it works, I feel good, but I don't think that's going to be it. When that unit charges, am I going to switch targets? Oh, I didn't. My infantry went in. Okay. Now, unfortunately, my Goresh and Skogul is not eating a lot of the damage here. which is the better march for this. So what we have here is a very classic 4v1, and it's now a DPS race for who wins the 4v1 first. It looks like I'm winning, but not by much. I think the Stripe Bear is not the best choice, but if we look at the health of the enemy here, it's not like they're losing that much health. And I'm going to have an extra front line. So I'm looking crispy here. We're looking good. I am cruising through their tank a lot faster, like surprisingly fast compared to how they're cruising through mine. And they've got another proper DPS on there. So that's kind of wild. And now my other infantry is going to charge in. And now we just cook the back line. So I think we're good here. This looks like it's going to be a W. And I don't know for sure, though. I mean, it's got to be, right? How could I possibly lose from here, right? What could go wrong is if, this could go wrong. My DPS is going onto that Haskanara. That's going to hurt. But thankfully, it was low enough. But by the time I got onto it, it wasn't as much of an issue. So we're just cooking at this point. We are cooking. Double infantry seems good. I also really like the Haskanara idea. I first heard that from Volty in Alliance Voice. We were kind of talking about that. But boom, double inf, baby. There we go. We get our rewards. We're up to 134. Again, I'm a whole day behind, which is definitely hurting my overall rank. You kind of want people to attack you and lose so that you can gain some rank. But feeling pretty good about the overall position here. So if we get a look at the rewards here, there's actually like a lot that you get over the course of the season. And some of these, I don't know why I can't claim that reward, but whatever. Bronze, yeah, we're through that. I mean, you go all the way up to Paramount Legend. And at the end of the season, you can get 10 G3 hero tokens. If you can get up there, that's pretty legit, honestly. You need a score of over 1,500 and to be in the top 10. Ooh, this is top 20, top 50. Top 50 feels more achievable. Okay. I think I'm missing a few of the artifacts that would be necessary to get into the top 10, honestly. And then the overall rankings you can kind of check out anytime. You can see what teams are being used here. Number one player here is using the new cavalry. So it's kind of cool to see Tobin and Urag there. Current number 2 player is running a double inf, and that is so fascinating the way they've set that up. They've got Garwood and Skogul, and then they've got Madeline and Nika. I would love to see the way they've configured that defensively, actually. I mean, my instinct was also that Nika could be cool as like a bruiser off tank so that she's still doing DPS if she doesn't get focused, but kind of neat. And then this one is single tank. Wow, single tank is kind of bold. And then the next one, we're looking at... What? Number 4 actually is using 3 mage marches. And they're using Thea. Dude, this is really cool. This is so cool. I actually really look forward to messing around with this more. So this is great. We got Tobin and Hosk. That's kind of neat. Gorish and Skogul. Hosk, I feel like, yeah, that counter attack and counter crit could be very good. We got some calves. Oh, a couple cav-ish marches on this one. I mean, I don't know. Is this calves? Is this cav-ish? I'm not sure. It probably is calves with the Ferrandel and the Kanara secondary. Yeah, I mean, you can do some stuff, man. Love to see it. Eager to play through this more, like I said. And we've been through sort of the overview here, but at the start of each season, your tournament champion score rankings and rewards are reset. From season 2 onwards, if you want to participate outside your home realm, you have to be in the map of the realm where you wish to participate. So this is like a KVK thing, I guess. A seasonal thing. All right. And let's see here. All personal combat buffs, including from buildings, technology, heroes, war pets, and policies carry over. Ooh, temporary buffs do not carry, so no mana stones. Your power is displayed in the Tournament of Champions as the sum of the following: heroes, buildings, legions, and combat-related technologies. In the Tournament of Champions, your legions will be provided to you. In the Tournament of Champions, artifact skills will be cast automatically. They cannot be cast automatically. They cannot be used in the Tournament of Champions. GG. Wow, very interesting. You can claim last week's weekly rewards Monday, UTC midnight. When there are enemy legions in front, prioritizes the closest legion to attack. When there are no legions in front, finds the nearest legion and launches an attack. Okay, so only if there's no enemy legions in front, they do that. And then cavalry, when there are enemy legions in front, prioritizes the closest legion to attack. When there are no enemy legions in front, moves to the nearest ranged legion. Bro, cool. Marksman, when there are enemy legions within attack range, it prioritizes the closest. When there are no enemy legions within range, it searches for the nearest. And then magic does the same sort of a thing. So cool, man. If you enjoyed the vid, throw a like on here, consider subscribing. My last video was about doing the Alliance mobilization. Really fun event. Really good exercise for your Alliance. I won't spoil it. Check the card over here. I enjoy this event a lot, actually. It's a good one.